Hey, you guys. Oh, I haven't seen y'all in so long. Oh my God. It's been a couple of weeks. But we're at the end of the tax season. So I want to come to you all live just to talk about how to prepare for the tax filing deadline. And then I want to talk about some things that some of you, I think, are myths that you should know in reference to your requirements of filing taxes. Because I think some of y'all got it mixed up. So first of all, the tax filing deadline is April the 15th. I know in the last couple of years it might be the 17th, the 18th. It's even been in May and July. But the filing deadline for this particular tax year is April the 15th. Now, what does that mean to you if you have not filed your taxes? So, for one, you want to try to meet the deadline, right? The reason why is because you just want to get that out the way. You don't want the loomings of you not filing your taxes to carry you for the rest of the year. So I encourage you, if you have not filed your taxes, to go ahead and file your taxes. Now, if you're just not prepared to file your taxes, you still don't have all your documents. If you're a small business owner, you still can't get your income and your expenses together. File an extension. Okay, you got to file an extension if you do not file your taxes by April the 15th, especially if you owe. Now, if you don't owe, and you don't know if you're gonna owe or not, because y'all don't really know a lot about taxes, but if you suspect that you're not going to owe, and you're going to get a refund back, you might not necessarily have to run and rush to get filed by April the 15th, unless you can't find a tax pro after that time. Now, because you actually have 3 years to file your taxes, and that's the myth that we need to talk about. A lot of people think they have 3 years to file their taxes, and that's not true for people who possibly is going to owe or who's going to owe the IRS. People who got 3 years to file their taxes are people who are going to receive a refund. And what that's basically saying is that you have 3 years to claim your refund. And after those 3 years, then you void that refund. You can't file it 5 years from now and you get a refund and they're going to give you your money. You have to file your taxes if you get a refund within 3 years. That's not for people who's going to owe. You do not have 3 years to file your taxes. Now, you can go 3 years and the IRS might not say nothing. They might come back 6 years from now and require you to file your taxes. But the thing of it is, the reason why you want to file by the deadline, or you want to file, good morning, Angela, or you want to file an extension, is because if you owe, you will incur an additional penalty for not filing your taxes on time. And that penalty is based off a percentage of what you're going to owe the IRS. So if you don't file on time, good morning, Christina. If you don't file on time, which is April the 15th, or you do not do an extension by April the 15th, and you're going to owe, then you're going to get an additional penalty called failure to file on time. So that's why it's important for people who possibly going to owe for you to go ahead and file an extension if you're not ready to file your taxes, because you don't want any additional penalties. Now, a lot of people think that they can file an extension after April the 15th, and you cannot. April the 15th is the deadline to file an extension. Now, it doesn't mean that you can't file your taxes after April the 15th. What it means is that if you don't file by April the 15th, and again, if you're going to owe, when you do file, you're going to get the penalty failure to file on time. That's why it's important for you to either file an extension or file your taxes by April the 15th. Now, another good reason for you to file your taxes by April the 15th, especially if you're going to see a tax pro, is because tax pros go bye-bye after April the 15th. A lot of them. The big chains close down after April the 15th. And so it might be hard for you to find a tax professional if you wait till after April the 15th. Because those tax pros, they'll be answering their phone after April the 15th. I've seen them in March. They don't look like they working no more. So it might be hard for you to find a tax pro after April the 15th. So with us as Expert Tax Service, we do taxes year round, all year, all the way to January, not January, all the way to December 31st. We do taxes all year long. But just depends on where you are. If you want to see somebody in person, it might be hard for you to find somebody to do your taxes after April the 15th. Because a lot of tax pros are seasonal and they only do taxes from January to April the 15th. Now, if you don't file by April the 15th, again, you still can file your taxes. You don't have to wait till next year to file your taxes. You still can file your taxes. Again, it's just if you do not file by April the 15th and you owe, you're going to incur a penalty. So I just encourage you all to go ahead and get your documents together and go ahead and get your information into whoever you're going to do your taxes so that you can go ahead and get your taxes out the way. Now, I know some tax companies, some tax pros, they're not even doing taxes. They're just going to automatically file you on an extension. So just depends on who you go to. It might be too late for you to get your taxes done by April the 15th, and they might only be accepting extensions. Again, at Expert Tax Service, we do taxes all the way up to April the 15th, and we do them the next day. We'll still be doing taxes April 16th. So, if you're looking for a tax pro and you're not going to file on time, then you definitely can hit us up. But again, I just want to let you all know it's April 15th is the deadline. You need to go ahead and get your taxes in. Now, for my people who don't like to file, and we got a lot of people who be, you ain't filed in 2, 3, 4, 5 years, okay? If you did not file your taxes in 2020, I thought the deadline was April the 15th, but I forgot we was in COVID back in 2020. So your deadline to file is May the 17th. Okay. After May the 17th, if you do a refund from tax year 2020, you will not be able to get that refund. So if you don't went 3 years without filing your taxes just because, it's not because you owe, but just because you just did not feel like doing taxes, you have until May the 17th to get your 2020 in. So make sure, you get that in as well. Don't lose your refund. I'm doing somebody's taxes right now. They getting refunds in 19 and they losing their refund. Okay, so make sure if you have not filed 2020, to make sure you get that done by May the 17th. And the thing about 2020 is it has to be mailed. We cannot electronically file it. So make sure you go ahead and get it in so that they don't say they didn't get it on time, because they love to use that excuse not to give people refunds. And a lot of you might have did amendments or need to do an amendment. And let me tell y'all about amendments. Amendments can be electronically filed, but the IRS have on their website that amendments can take up to 20 weeks to get filed. And even though they're being filed electronically, they're not going through a system. They have to be manually reviewed. The thing with the electronic filing is the fact that they're able to get to them faster versus in the mail, and they might get processed faster, but it still have to be manually reviewed. That's why it takes up to 20 weeks. And I know a lot of you might have already did an amendment, okay, on your taxes because you had issues with 2023. But understand, if you're getting a additional refund because of that amendment, you probably won't see that money until this summer, okay, later on in the summer. So, again, everybody who has not filed their taxes, make sure you get your information in. Please, please, people, especially if you get your taxes done by me, please, 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 people, do not wait to the very last minute. Start getting your documents in right now. we have 12 days. 12 days until the tax filing deadline. So if you have not filed, go ahead and get your information in now. So if you're looking for a tax pro, you can definitely hit us up at Expert Tax Service, no matter where you live in the United States, or if you're out of the country and you worked in the United States in 2023, you can always submit your information to us on our website at www.experttaxservices.com. If you need to schedule an appointment, you can email us, you can inbox me, any of my tax preparers. You can inbox us on our Expert Tax Service page to try to schedule an appointment. We are taking appointments. We actually take walk-ins as well. So if you need your taxes done, we're open Monday through Friday, 10 to 7. And then on Saturdays from 10 to 2. And then we do appointments only on Sundays. So if you're in our area and you need your taxes done, whether you want to walk in, whether you want to schedule an appointment, you could definitely hit us up. And I hope everybody just had a good tax season. I hope y'all not waiting, still waiting for your money, but I know some of y'all are, right? I know some of y'all are, but hopefully y'all will get y'all money soon. For everybody who got their taxes done with us this year thus far, well, we really truly appreciate our clients. Y'all do still have like 3 more times to win the cash prize drawing. So if you want to get in the 3 more drawings that we have for this tax season, make sure you go ahead and get your information in. I'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye.